televised entertainment on television is sports. Do you watch sports? What is your favorite sport to watch and why? There's a wide variety of sports, and I know that you know this as well. Sports athletes have to continue to work and perfect their craft every day. Satchel Paige once stated, "Don't look back, something might be gaining on you." That is a famous quotation that even I lived by in my days of being a student athlete in high school. Sports has many different varieties to choose from to watch as a spectator or participate in as a competitor. Sports are like sunny days, everybody wants to enjoy them. Where would we be today without the entertainment of sports? I think the world would be a very dull and boring place, don't you think? The same routine day after day, and then come home from school or work and do the same thing every day. Who really doesn't want to do something different with their life? A guy named Gerald Durrell once stated, nothing except possibly love and death are of importance, and even the importance of death is somewhat impreferable, as no one has yet faxed back a reliable report. Basketball. Basketball has been around since 1891. The game of basketball consists of two teams and a set of referee officials. The referee wears a pair of black pants and a white and black zebra striped shirt. Each team has 5 players on the court at a time, from each team with the head coach and also an assistant coach, standing on the sideline giving the team plays to run and strategies to follow. The players on the bench that are not one of the 5 players on the court also play an important role to the team. The main goal in playing basketball is to put the basketball into the other opponent's goal, and on defense, stopping them from putting the ball into yours. Baseball was a sport that I was also very good at, and I played it in high school, and pretty much, matter of fact, I played that from when I was 8 years old all the way through high school. The game of baseball has been around since 1845. Baseball has 8 players on the field at a time, with the opposing team having 1 player at home plate up to bat and try to get on base. Baseball players play on a diamond-shaped field, with the umpires calling the game instead of the referees. Remember, basketball is referees, baseball is umpires. In baseball, the goal is to get on first base and make it to home plate. When a runner on base gets on first base and makes it to home plate, it scores a run and a point for their team. Baseball has 9 innings. The team with the 8 players on the field is the defense. The defense has defenders on the infield and also a line of defenders on the outfield. The infield consists of a pitcher, a catcher, a first baseman, a second baseman, a third baseman, and a shortstop. Next, in the final line of defenders, like I said, is the outfield. The outfield consists of a left fielder, a center fielder, and a right fielder. Next is the great game of football, which is my favorite. Football is a sport that a lot of people are more familiar with. Football has been around since 1879. The game of football is one of the most physical sports in the wide world of sports today. Football is a sport where there are 2 teams with 11 players on the field at a time from each team. 1 team on defense and 1 team is the offense. The standard length of a football field is 100 yards, with 2 end zones consisting of 10 yards apiece, so in entirely, the football field is 120 yards. Football teams must drive down the field 100 yards to score a touchdown. When a team scores a touchdown, the team receives 6 points with the extra point attempt. The scoring team has a choice of choosing in between a 2-point conversion or just a kick or a field goal, but it's called a point after attempt after a team scores, which gives the team the total of 8 points or 7 points. Next is the impact that sports has on your life. Sports have a big impact on people's lives as a competitor or as a spectator. Sports builds responsibility, dedication, and builds love and care for others you never met until you guys become teammates. Sports is also considered a job, just as if you were a CEO of a major company. It takes focus, dedication, consistency, and a bunch of hard work. The continuation to improve as an athlete never stops on and off the field. That work and time put into your craft with your teammate builds amazing love and respect for each other. That love and bond with the team is unexplainable. It's amazing how a few months of sweat and tears can build a character within yourself that is immeasurable. Sports also has an impact on athletes' families. It takes the families through a lot also. Just imagine waking up every day knowing your husband or your father won't be home for months. Who's going to be the man of the house? Who's going to teach me the rights and wrongs of life from a man's perspective? All of that plays a part when it comes to being a family when your loved one is involved in a professional sport. From the athlete's point of view, it can be just as tough, if not tougher. You wake up every day with your family on your mind, going through the stress of being successful for your family and making sure you put all your hard work and energy into your craft. The way you perform and your mental mind state affects the results of your paycheck. You have to be the one to keep your family high at its lowest points and assure them that all this work and time away from home is going to pay off. It's for us as a family to be able to have the things we want in life and enjoy its luxuries. Next is the aftermath. You have, after your long life years of sports, your body takes a lot of abuse. From the weight training to the contact that comes with every sport, it takes a toll on your body. In basketball, the legs of athletes tend to go first. Arthritis in the knees is one of the most common problems that athletes deal with. According to iHoops.com, Alan Stone wrote in an article, on average, basketball players run anywhere from 4 to 6 miles a game. Baseball is also a sport where the knees and legs tend to go first. On the contrary, football is a little more physical. A big issue in football today is the consequences of helmet-to-helmet contact. Concussions are the most common injury within the last 4 years of the sport. Each year, the concussion rate continues to rise. A great former player by the name of Junior Seau, who played the majority of his career in San Diego for the San Diego Chargers, recently passed, committing suicide. His death touched a lot of people in the football community, especially players and Hall of Famers of the game. Junior Seau's performance on the field was immeasurable. They stated that he was always the happiest on the field, pushing his teammates to exceed over and beyond expectations, which grew suspense on his suicidal death. Junior had many recorded injuries of the concussion throughout his career. According to ESPNGO.com, the family of Junior Seau has sued the National Football League. Junior Seau's family stated, "We know this lawsuit will not bring back Junior, but it will send a message that the NFL needs to care for its former players and acknowledge its decades and deception of the issue of head injuries and player safety and make the game safer for the future." In conclusion, as I stated earlier, sports is also considered a job, just as if you were a CEO of a major company. It takes focus, dedication, consistency, and a bunch of hard work. There are many different varieties of sports that you may want to look at as a spectator or as a competitor. Sports has in proven fact and guarantees that it will have a positive impact on the athlete's life as a competitor and as a person. It matures you. The aftermath of a